guys, good afternoon back again. Today we are back again with another discussion on this match of Royal Challengers Bangalore Punjab Kings. Today we are joined by Bhushan Bhai again. So good afternoon to you, sir. And
Hello.
let's start today's discussion on the Royal Challengers and Punjab Kings match. So before starting the discussion and analysis of this match, I want to say that please subscribe our channel, like, share, comment, comment your views, and soon we are going to organize a debate competition. Our topic is going to be Bravo versus Pollard, and don't forget to join us there. All our experts will be joining there, and let's see who actually has a better viewpoints and a better opinions. So now let's come back to the original thing. And now we are seeing the Punjab versus RCB matches yesterday at the 3:30 p.m. at the Sharjah Stadium. And first of all, I want to ask is that aren't you surprised today that after a long time in this kind of pitch, the team batting first was able to score past 150?
Yeah, that was a bit surprising. RCB batters are really in a great form as we saw Maxi scored his third consecutive 50. So
Hmm.
they have that you can say that match winner they have got and yesterday ABD was also hitting that was a good sign for them. But
Hmm.
they sent Dan Christian at three. I was a bit shocked and surprised of why
No.
Dan Christian, other Shrikar Bharat or any else ABD could have been sent at three. Might have been boost to them. And as we can see that their opening partnership is also going good. Virat Kohli and particular also giving them a good start. So yeah, I feel RCB played really well yesterday.
Okay. And also, if you see that, what's your take that who has been the current best batsman of RCB? Whom do you think?
Glenn Maxwell.
Okay. Why?
Because he's in a great form and scoring runs consistently and helping them to post a good total so that they can defend, and if you give him the ball he can pick wickets too. So
Hmm.
he is the great addition to their team and it would be worthy again ahead in the playoffs too.
Okay. So literally, it's a great news for the RCB fans that RCB has become the third team to qualify for the playoffs, and they might be playing in the eliminator currently. It might be that it has a less chance that RCB might be playing in qualifier one, as it depends on CSK and DC completely. Now let's see whether RCB goes on to win the first ever championship or not. Now coming out, this next question is one of the major question is that is De Villiers slowly running out of fuel?
Might be because he's only playing leagues as we know. He was looking good in phase one but not getting that rhythm in the phase two. Might be due to the conditions. Let's see how it goes. If he fires, then it would be very helpful for RCB in the playoffs. That they can win the matches and progress to finals. So he's a
Oh,
important part of their team. Still, as we see, still without him, they are winning so much. If he fires ahead, then it would be a great for the RCB.
Abraham Benjamin De Villiers, the man who has been the ODI number one batsman once, and it was Virat Kohli who little suppressed him, but he was also one of the best batsmen in all formats of cricket, and even led South Africa to semi-final in 2015 Cricket World Cup. And also, we have seen that in absence of De Villiers, how South Africa suffered in the 2019 World Cup. It was terrible. It was terrible for the Africa to finish in the. I think they finished at number seven or number six position, like that. Okay. Do you think that the RCB management made a poor decision while letting Bharat at number six, as you said earlier? So also Daniel Christian at number three. So do you think the RCB management should improve actually?
Yes, they should because Bharat was batting good at number three, so they should have sent him on number three. Was bit surprised that Dan Christian came at 3 and he was dismissed on 0 by Moises Henriquez. So it would be like shuffling of batting order might cost them, and they have you can say they have decided that Maxi will bat at 4, so might be Dan Christian promoting up the order could give them some runs, and then Maxi and AB de Villiers side. So might have that thought process. They have sent him up to the order, but they Shikhar Bharat could be sent at 3. He is performing well, and he will score runs at that position. That would be good for them.
Okay. So RCB, what do you think that they will end up in the whole championship? Means in which position do you think they may end up? What's the prediction?
Can't say right now, but as we saw last year, they were they lost to
Playoff.
SRH, I guess, right? They lost to SRH in the
Yeah,
playoff
eliminated.
eliminator. So can't say anything right now. It all depends on their performance in the playoffs. They should play more harder than this performance. If they play, they will be progress to qualify two, or then it would be to the final. Let's see how it happens.
What's your prediction actually? In which position do you think RCB will be finishing at the end of the league? Take a guess. Wild guess.
It depends on the fourth qualifying team too. If they defeat
Uh,
RCB, then RCB's journey can end in the eliminator too. If they defeat otherwise qualified two, or else they will progress to finals. I feel so. Qualified two or else finals, because we have qualified one with the table topper DC and CSK. So it looks bit tough, but let's see what RCB can do.
Also, we are currently seeing a George Cotton. Do you think that George Cotton has been the best replacement for the playing 11 of RCB? Means he has been a perfect choice for the playing 11 of RCB. What do you think of George Cotton performance?
Yes, he is bowling with a good line and length, as we discussed earlier too. He got 1 wicket yesterday, and not conceding too much runs too. So it's a great addition. Left arm pacer. He's bowling in power play too, so that's good for them.
Okay. Now coming to the Punjab batting spray. So what do you think of the Mayank Rahul chemistry in the whole tournament?
So talking about them, Mayank and Mayank and KL Rahul. These are the both batsmen. They give them a good start, and if somehow if their wicket goes, then their middle order is not even performing, as we saw yesterday too. They were 91 for 0, I guess, and they lost the
Hmm.
match again. So
Yeah.
I feel that only Mayank and Rahul are showing intent in their batting, and none of the other batsmen are showing intent. Still, Shah Rukh Khan and Markram tried to chase, but they weren't able to do it. So that's a bit concern for them. Their middle order is not performing, and Nicholas Puran again disappointed all of them. He has been promoted up to the order again at 3, but he gave his wicket very easily. Could have been
Hmm.
handy, and could have been more powerful, or say you can helpful for them in the chase. He could have took his team home with an easy win, but as we saw, RCB bowlers were exceptional. UG Chahal, you can say. So that was a bit disappointing performance for them.
Okay. Also, one of the major problems that we have already seen is that Rahul and Mike, whenever they put up a 100 run partnership or near to 100 run partnership, Punjab Kings are actually losing 90% of the matches. So, do you think that Rahul Mayank's success is actually a boon for Punjab Kings?
Yeah, can't blame those two of them, because they are consistently performing and giving good start. So if you want to blame, then you have to blame their middle order or the other players, because they aren't able to capitalize when they are on the crease. They threw their wicket, and and then it becomes hard to chase and require run rate too. And yesterday on that Sharjah pitch, it was good for batting, I guess, but they failed again. RCB bowlers were exceptional.
Uh, why did the management allow Surface to go before SRK and Moises? What do you think that means? What kind of what I will say? What kind of management is this? Right? That you are sending Surprise who has never not played any kind of match in the whole league, and SRK who has been who's been informed according to his position, Moises Hendricks who was a great all rounder as we know. So what do you think the managers was a little bit foolish in sending Surprise Khan before those two players?
Yes, definitely. I was a bit surprised too that Shah Rukh Khan should have came instead of Sarfaraz Khan at that position, because as we know, in the last game, Shah Rukh Khan capitalized the situation and took his team home. So it was like, as you say, it was a foolish decision, and Sarfaraz Khan was dismissed on duck too. So it wasn't any, you can say, no use that sending Sarfaraz ahead of Shah Rukh Khan and Moises too. Shah Rukh Khan might have been handy. He could have been played more balls and could have managed to hit some runs and might have managed to chase the total. So it was a foolish decision. And in depth, you have Moises Henriques too yesterday. So sending
Hmm.
Sarfaraz Khan ahead of them was a bit disappointing decision.
And also this is the thing that SRK and Henry should have been included in the team earlier than now. They should have been played in the earlier matches also. What do you think? It might have changed Punjab's
Yep,
fortune on.
might be because, but they gave chances to Huda. They were hoping
Yeah.
that he will perform, but he wasn't able to perform after that phase one performance. As you can see, in the one match he was performing against CSK at Mumbai, so he wasn't able to perform and get in that rhythm. So finally they brought in, but I think it's too late now for them, as qualification scenario is a bit tough for them now, depending on other teams wins and losses. So it is
Mhm.
like their management made it too late.
And also, what do you think of chances of Punjab team qualification?
Now, at as you look, if PBKs want to qualify, then it depends on totally on other teams. Then KKR have to lose one, MI have to lose one, and one win. So, as I said earlier, it looks like a difficult path for them because these matches are going to be intense and can't say anything that who will win, who will lose. So if they have won yesterday, then it was like still 50% or you can say 70% hopes of them for playoffs. But now it's like only 10 or 5% you can say. It totally depends on their other teams and their last match. If they win, if they win against CSK, then you can say that PBKs have little bit chance for them. If they lose, then they are kicked out of the playoffs race. Almost they have been kicked out because they have one match left as and RR have two matches left and Mumbai too, and KKR have
But
one left. So
yeah.
if the equation is correct, then PBKs can qualify, and if they win their last match against CSK, so let's see what happens.
Also, do you think that Rahul will leave PBKs in the upcoming season?
Hope so, because they have that only that you can say if there is no Rahul, then they can go with the Mayank Agarwal too for the captaincy. But as we saw some reports that Rahul
Hmm.
want to enter into the mega auction, so
Mm-hmm.
can't say anything right now. It's totally on him. But I feel Rahul should stay with PBKs and he should lead the team because he's a great player and he's leading the side very well. So it would be helpful for them too.
Okay. Now let's come to the segment of the prediction, and that is for today's match: the Chennai Super Kings taking on Delhi Capitals. today the table toppers, right? Sorry, Bengali. Sorry, the
I
table
will.
toppers, the table toppers fight again for the number one spot. And who is going to be Delhi Capitals or Chennai Super Kings? So what's your take?
I feel Delhi Capitals is winning it.
Okay. So who is going to be the highest scorer?
Shikhar Dhawan might be because he is not getting in that rhythm. If today he is in the good form, he can score some runs.
Hmm. And also, who do you think is going to be the highest wicket taker?
Shardul Thakur,
Man, he has been taking wickets in
Lord,
every match.
Lord Shardul.
Lord. Yeah. It's so guys, get ready for this thrilling match of Chennai Super Kings and Delhi Capitals, and also the team of Sportbeat wishes Rishabh Pant a very happy birthday, and he's going to be our next Indian future captain, as we have seen his captaincy after Delhi Capitals. He has been brilliant, and I think he might become the captain of T20 at least after Rohit Sharma. So let's see. So happy birthday, Rishabh Pant, and take care. So bye,
Bye bye.
Bhushan bhai, and here we are in concluding our video. Bye guys.